Hey fellow golfers, how you guys doing? Real quick, I'm gonna start off by saying thanks for watching the video. I'm doing this for you guys. I watched a few of these videos myself and I found some tips useful, some tips not so useful. So I'm gonna share what I found useful and what I did not find useful, as I already replaced 3 of these grips of my free clubs that I got. So these are pretty worn out grips. The clubs are really good, but the grips, some of these are fairly worn out because when I went on a driving range the other day, I literally had a driver flat out of my hands and it flew literally like a helicopter out of my hands. It went further than the ball did. So that's when I knew I needed to replace some of the grips. These grips that I got are Chimki brand. Looks like they had a really decent rating and reviews, so that's what I decided to get. They're about 50 bucks. They feel pretty good, so not too bad. Enough for the used club, so didn't want to get anything too crazy expensive. So anyways, I'm gonna set this tripod down and I'm gonna continue with the video. All right, so I'm gonna start by removing the old grips. As you can tell how smooth this is. This is just old, bad. They say to replace your grips about once a year, whether you play golf or not. So you're gonna need, in the package that I got a razor blade with a hook. Really helpful. You cannot use just a regular razor. I mean, you can, but this helps a lot. So run it across from, see how easy that cuts? Super easy. One motion and you're done. Take the old one off. And there you go. The old tape on these can be a nuisance, really. These are all different brand clubs. So first 2 that I had, this one looks like it's gonna be a little bit of a pain. So I'm gonna pause the video. But first 2 that I removed, it literally didn't take me even 30 seconds, or this one may take me 30 minutes. So I'm gonna pause the video and we'll continue after I remove this. All right, I just took it all off. It took me about 5 minutes for this one, so they all depend. All right, take your vise, kind of like a mold that goes on a club. Stick that on. Align it with the head, just like that. That will help when you put the grip on, and I'll show you exactly what I mean, because when you put a grip on, you have a label and a little kind of like an arrow, because you want to place that on just like that. So it's much easier when you put this in the vise, the proper way to start off with. So put this in the vise, adjust it if you need to. And one thing I would suggest also is to take some rubbing alcohol, because you want your tape, your new tape, to stick on real well. So take some rubbing alcohol and just wipe off where the old tape was. Alcohol obviously dries very quickly. So put that on there. Wipe it off nice and clean, so there's no any contaminants. Next thing, you're gonna take your tape that comes in your kit, new tape. Some of the videos say I tried on my first club, it really was not necessary, was to take your new grip, line it up, mark it. However, I don't find that really necessary, because the tape that you get is already the length of the grip. So without further ado, I'm gonna take 1/2 of this tape off, and about 1/8 of an inch leave at the edge of the club, because later on you're gonna tuck it in, because to plug the hole you don't want any rain or contaminants to get inside the club through the opening, the end of your grip, of the hole that is here. So I'm gonna turn my back to it. I'm a right-handed guy. So about 1/8 of an inch, about 1/4 or so. Stick it on. Make sure that you slowly work it through. Take the other half of protective layer off this tape, like so. Have a little, like a trash bin, and also when you drip the solvent on, when you put a solvent on, it's very much, it's very slimy, very lube-like, so it can, you know, be very smooth on a concrete. And also, this comes in a bottle that's like a drip bottle, which is not very, it's very good, useful when you put it inside this grip, which I'll show you. But it's not very, like, it drips a lot when you put it onto a tape. So I found an extra spray bottle that I had, and I put about 1/2 of that in there, and now I got both. So anyways, real quick, put the tape on, work it through your fingers or your palm, go around it, let it stick really good, and super easy. Make sure the edges are fully on. Take the back of it and tuck it in, like so. Take your grip, plug the hole, put a little bit inside, shake it, twist it, spin it, make sure that it covers everything inside. Next thing you know, remainder is gonna go right onto the handle, so nothing goes to waste. Put it down, take your spray bottle, and just slowly work it through the whole tape. And one thing that none of the videos have shown is I take my finger and just make sure that everything is covered, because it was much easier to put on when I did this on my second club than I did on my first one, because there were some dry spots. All right, that's it. Now I'm gonna line this up with the point of my club, put it on, and look how easy that slides. Super easy. One thing is to push it all the way through, and it's a rubber, so it's gonna push back a little bit. So what I do is about 2, 3, 4 times, just make sure it's all the way in, make sure it's completely lined up. Okay, take some of my paper towel, wipe it off, take the club off the vise, and tap it, just to ensure it's all the way down. And this is my hybrid. That's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully it didn't take too much of your time. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. But I know the alcohol was not covered in any of the videos, and also to split it between the spray bottle and a drip bottle, because that helps a lot. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have fun golfing.